Hello, everyone. Hello, my beautifuls. Hello, happy Monday. Okay, this is December 1st. All right, this is the last month of this year. I hope your year was very, 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 very good to you. Um, Before I get into all of this spiel and talk my little head off, my name is Ramira, aka Mary the Goddess. For those who do not know me, I am 31 years old. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I help moms master mindset, money, and motherhood, all while creating a balanced life for themselves because we do deserve that soft, abundant life. Okay. Um, if this is your first time, I just want to say welcome. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you follow me. Make sure that you get some beneficial information. You can always visit my previous playlists as well. If this is your returning time, okay, welcome back. Welcome back. All right. All right. So my homework last year, I think it was last year, November or December. It was a millionaire that we were on a call with, and she's like, okay, you need to have 5 words that will describe your year. Okay, so my 5 words was COREE, my baby Corey. So it was consistency, overabundance, um, R was restore, restorative, E was efficient, and then the other E was elevation. And oh my gosh, I made a video boo crying because I'm like, oh my gosh. My year has came into the words came to true. Like I definitely did some consistency this year. Okay, I was really having a bad habit of not being consistent. Like I'll start something, but then I wouldn't finish it the all way through, or I would drag my feet to actually finish it, and it became inconsistent. Right. But this year, especially these last months, oh my gosh, these last 6 months, I became so consistent with what I need to do or the thing that I was focused on and became consistent with that overabundance. I really felt like, hey, it's not the amount of money that I have. I'm rich in different ways. I I'm rich in different ways, and I just it's like that's the overabundance because it was more than just the money part. It was, you know, um let's see, my art was, oh my gosh, I have reconciled with people. I have forgave myself. I have became more closer to God and become more spiritual. The restore in relationships, the restore in me, my health, my body, my everything restore. It was a lot of restore that happened this year. Um, what was it? Efficient. Um, the results of being consistent became efficient. It became beneficial to the people it need to be beneficial to. So yes, that and then elevation. I think you guys are starting to see the start of the elevation process for me. Um, or my elevation probably already been elevating and I just didn't see it till now. But the elevation has happened. Y'all look how far we're like over 200 videos. I was just like, yo, I made over 200 videos. I gave out some knowledge. I'm looking at the progress of some of my first beginner videos. Baby boy's in the background. You know, he a newborn. You hear those videos until now. I mean, you still have baby boy, but I can tell him be quiet now. Um, yeah, so I have to find 5 more words for 2026. I think I want to keep my elevation. Um, I did not get my baby Corey. However, Corey came about this year. So physically I didn't get her, but in other ways I got her. So that's you, baby Corey. Um, all right. So today, see, y'all know I was about to good. That's enough of my tangent. All right. So today, uh, all right. So discipline when you have kids running around. All right. Before I get into any of this, before I get into any of this, I want you to have a notebook. If you haven't already grabbed your notebook and your pen, and I hope you've been grabbing your notebooks and your pens and your pencils and your note taking, some type of note taking material, when you do watch my video, because I'll be giving y'all some hints, man. I'll be throwing out some things, and I just want you to pick up on it. I want you to be able to use it. All right, so go get your notebook, go get your pen, go get your pencil, go get your highlighter, go get whatever you need. Go find you a quiet space. Go find you some time to just be like, go high. I don't know if y'all see my social media, but I posted something and it was my baby. It was an old video, but it was my baby's fingers coming through the door because I was in the bathroom. He's trying to get through the door, and I'm like, bruh. But go hide in the bathroom if you need to, or the pantry. Um, yeah. All right. Hopefully you got it. All right. So today we're talking about discipline. All right. The type that us moms really need in life. All right. So discipline, it says the definition is the practice of training to develop self-control and to achieve goals, which can involve following rules or being persistent. All right. It can also refer to the act of correcting or punishing someone for misbehavior. I don't know about that. Well, yeah, we do gotta discipline these kids, but that's not the type of discipline. I'm not saying you're bad. Okay. All right. That's the definition of discipline. All right. So here is the actual truth. You don't really need 4 to 6 hours to trade. Okay. You can be at the charts for 4 to 6 hours. You can back test for 4 to 6 hours. But you don't need 4 to 6 hours to trade. All right. I'm just being realistic with you. Hold on. I need to take off these notes because I keep going uh, back to that one. All right. So you don't need 4 to 6 hours, but you do need some time that where you could be able to have some type of focus. All right. Now the plan for you, the notes that I do have before me even give you some notes, you have to already have your schedule. What is your schedule for the week? What is your schedule for the day? I know some of us moms, we do have, hey, on Mondays, we have X, Y, and Z. So I'm not busy these days, or Tuesdays and Thursdays is practice. I've got to make sure I go pick up whoever. All right. I know our days are not the same. However, some of those things are already uh some of those things are on a recurring, so it becomes a part of your schedule, right? All right, so you already have all your days on what activities that you need that you're already doing or what you're doing, the times that you're already doing it, right? Because I've been talking to you guys about this for the last couple of weeks. That, hey, write out your schedule. Hey, plan out what do you do, all right? We should already know what type of pockets of time that we do have available to us that we could actually be able to sit down. And if we have not did that, it's time to do it. All right. There's a I think it's Isaiah 31. It talks about getting your house in order. All right. It's time to get your house in order. If you haven't already got your house in order, I don't know, but it's Isaiah. It's an Isaiah. I'll figure it out. But it's time to get your house in order. All right. So this what I'm going to give you the thing is I'm only going to give you three things, but those things I'm going to give you can be so easy or can be able to be manageable or be doable if you have that schedule. Do you have that schedule already planned out? All right. Fridays are my rest days. I'm resting. Unless I'm going to the spa on the Friday, I'm in my house. Okay. Or whatever I'm doing on my leisure because it's my off day. And you have to be strict with it. You have to be strict with your schedule. You have to be strict with your plan. Okay, well, Mary, um, I'm trying to pick up a book. I used to tell myself I didn't have the time. Make the time. What are you doing? First off, y'all phones will tell y'all what you doing, especially if you on these social media applications and things like that. That's where you spending your most time. And if you're not making for them things, it's time to reduce some of that. All right, cut off some of those social media hours, and that can be your back testing hours. So that way, or whatever the case may be, it's time to make time. It's time to stop giving excuses. You do have time. I was just watching Myra Golden today, and he was talking about how millionaires or rich people figure out, hey, how can I have more time for myself? All right. He um time to make time. Go watch that video though. All right, so trading isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. So here's how moms create discipline in chaos. Set a pre-market routine that takes it takes 3 minutes, but it takes maybe about 15 minutes to plan this out. You open up your chart, you marking up your zones, you're breathing, you're setting out your plan. All right, that's it. All right, your pre-market routine. We're not getting into that market. We're just looking now. If you've already did your back testing and did your homework and set your chart up, when you come into the chart, when you open up the charts and you do have to remark up zones, it shouldn't be that you shouldn't be doing the TDA every single time you get into the market. You don't really have to if you already know what the market is doing and what you're looking out for. All right. Okay, well, market shifted a little bit. Let me remark up my zones so I can figure out what's my next move or how I can get into this wave. Or if market is ready. All right. We already mark up our zones. This one, the next, it says breathe. This could be meditating. This can be saying affirmations. This can be manifesting in life. Hey, God, please make sure that I have the clarity to be able to see in these markets. Give me the wisdom to be able to make the right moves. Hey, I'm here to feed my family and not the broker. Hey, allow me to get closer to the ones, getting closer to the steps of being financial and time free. All right. If you do the work now, you have time to play later. If you do the work now, you have time to play later. All right. And then plan it out. All right. So what does planning planning looks like. All right. We've opened up our charts. We marked up our charts. We set the intentions. All right. Now it's time to plan it out. What am I going to actually be doing to get into this market? But wait, what's happening in this market? Go on to forexfactory.com, and I'm not sharing my screen this whole time. I've not been sharing my screen, which is okay. All right, so forexfactory.com. This is the calendar, the economic calendar that I use. It's free. You can create a free account on here. However, there's different ones that's out there. But this is just one of the ones that this is what I use. All right, so I have my filter set up to only look at the red and orange folders, because they have the most impact, just to give me a heads on what to look out in the market for. All right. And then you could do it by the week, set your filter up to however that you want to. All right. I'm a intraday slash swing trader. So my my trades may take a day or it may take a couple days to play out depending on how when I get into the market. I'm sorry. All right, so it gives me the upcoming news, what to look out for, what to expect, what's going on. All right, what day is this going to be the most volatile? All right, so we're looking at our pairs. I mean, we're looking at the calendar to see what the overall which currencies will be affected. Do I trade these currencies? If you haven't already picked out what currencies that you are going to trade, have no fear. I will create a video for you guys on um, figuring out what pairs is best off the session based off your availability of the time that you have. Okay. Yes, the market does move 24 5. However, it's certain pairs goes with certain sessions, and you don't want to be trading a pair that doesn't fit the session that you're available. It's not going to do nothing. More than likely, you won't have any profits, or more than likely, uh, you're not going to see anything because you're not trading at the time it needs to be traded. All right. Get to know get to know your baby. All right. So once you already got your pairs, you already know what's going on. All right, in the market. So for instance, I know EU is a EU is European dollar, United States dollar. It's gonna run London session and it's gonna run United States, the New York session as well. So on, let's see, today is already Monday, it's already out of the way. We do have some USD news at 8 p.m. But that's not really good. I'm not 8 p.m. Hey, guess what? That's out of New York session. All right. All right, so we have at 5 o'clock London session. Euro will have some medium news. All right, so if I'm up London session and I'm trading EU at 5 o'clock, I need to, or it's 15 minutes before 5 o'clock, or whatever time, I need to be making sure that I am being careful around these times because news can have effect on my trades. All right, and then that's all that I need to worry about for Tuesday to see EU on Wednesday. We got some major news at 8 o'clock, New York session, and then 8:30. Uh, the European president was be speaking as well. So really all New York session for EU it's gonna be tricky, it's gonna be volatile. It's going to whatever the news is gonna happen around these times will affect on my pair, my trade. If I am going to get into a trade, or if I'm already in a trade, let's see what's going to happen. All right, what I need to be careful for. All right. Um, all right, let me see what is next. All right, so number one was micro routines. All right, setting out a routine. This takes maybe about 10 to 15 minutes because we already, on Saturday and Sunday, we've already marked up our charts to figure out what may happen next for the upcoming week. We're just coming to when the market is actually open now, Sunday night, Monday night, whatever time that you come into the market, open up the charts, you remark up your zones if need to, you set your intentions and you plan it out. That's it. All right. You may not trade at that current time. You need to do this before you actually go to the market. Before you say, hey, I'm going to trade at this time. Get yourself prepared. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. All right. Number two, trade during mom windows. When baby boy was a baby, I was trading London session. Because I was up 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm feeding him anyways. Why not be up for when the market opens up, or be up and trade and make money while I'm feeding my baby? All right. It's possible. All right. So it says nap times, early mornings, late night school hours, whatever times that works for you. All right. Trading is supposed to It's supposed to fit your schedule. You're not supposed to fit trading schedule, because if not, you're gonna be standing at the charts all day, all night. Oh, I think I can see entry here. Oh, let me look for the next setup. Let me look for the next play. And you didn't wasted your time all day. You probably ain't make no money, or you probably didn't, you know, you probably got too high up on your horse. You was winning, then that greed came, and then boom, lost some money. Then you're finally out, huh? All right, so like I said in the beginning, if you already had your schedule, you should know what times that you're available. All right, these are the times that are available. I can trade during these hours. All right, says no comparing, no pressure. All right, and then it says use the timer method. I say that this is good in the beginning. Um, I say that this is good in the beginning. But when you're coming to the charts, because I don't want you to be pressured, it may take you 30 minutes. It may take you 45 minutes just to, set your attentions or anything. It probably take you more than the 10 to 15 minutes um to mark up your charts in the first thing. All right. So this last thing could take more than 15 minutes. It says set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes timer. When the timer is on, you're a trader. When it's off, you're back to mom mode. All right. Um, in the beginning during this trading process, you might be more than hour or two, an hour or two. Because if you're, maybe having to mark up your charts, and this is your first time marking up charts, or you haven't really got consistent or comfortable with marking up your charts yet, so that could take the 30 to 45 minutes. All right, the other minutes that you do have is, hey, does my analysis work out? Can I get into the trade, or do I not get into the trade? All right, if you realize, hey, I cannot get into the trade, this is where you shut it off. If you set your alert, All right, wait for your alert to come, or you be like, hey, it's 36 minutes left in this 4 hour counter. I'll be back at this 4 hour counter just to see what happens, to see what's my next setup. Then that's when you go into after the 36 minutes, you come back. All right, let me focus. At this time, can I get a play? All right. But don't worry about me saying 10 to 15 minutes because as you're in your process of learning trading, and learning how to be consistent with yourself and be comfortable with your analysis and the trades that you place. But once you get consistent with it, then you could set an actual a timer and things. I know some. I know for me, by 12 o'clock, I'm out of the market. I don't care if I'm not. If 12 o'clock, I'm done. All right, I'm closing my laptop. That means there's no setup for me. I can't waste no time. You have to be strict with your schedule. All right, it does create those boundaries. It creates those boundaries with you and your brain. It creates those boundaries with you and your household as well. All right. You have to let them know, like, hey, this because this is gonna be new for them. What is mommy talking about? Mommy's doing this trading thing again. All right. All right. You gotta set those boundaries. Hey, at this time, don't interrupt me. When my door is closed, don't interrupt me. All right. Um, so here's a little something for you. You are not your trades. A loss doesn't mean you fail. It means you followed rules. Growth comes from attention, not intensity. All right. Don't rush this process. This is not a race. Don't rush the process. All right. If you haven't already, your homework is to write down your trading schedule for the week. All right. If you haven't created a schedule for yourself, I need you to do that homework first. All right. Us going to the next steps on trying to trade and trying to get things together and get things in order. Um, I need you to have your life in order. All right. I know we probably don't got it in order, but I need us to have some type of consistency or some type of routine so that way we can add to what we love want to do or the new hobby or the new skill that we're learning. All right. Oh, and pick up a hobby while learning this. All right. Yes, you're gonna be training your mind, but you gotta have your mind, you gotta turn it off too. So if you don't already have a hobby that you can turn your mind off on, go get your hobby too. All right. All right, so website that I gave you was forexfactory.com. The platform that I use to mark up my charts is tradingview.com. Right now, they have the Cyber Monday special is taking place up to 80% off. I use the basic essentials version. You can get the basic essentials version. I think it's about $90 right now. Great investments for the year. You only have to pay $90 one time for the year. I would rather that for 1 year versus having to worry about it monthly. And also, um, I know that it's an investment for me to make money off of. Now, you can use the free version. However, I just don't like all those ads. And I can have more than one indicator and not indicator, more than one alert for the type of pairs that I need. But as a new beginner, you don't need to purchase it if you don't have the money. You can use the free version. However, this is the lowest that it ever will be at until next year. And I've been doing this for a couple years now. And I always take advantage of the Black Friday or Cyber Monday sales. Um, yes, that's all that I have for you guys. I want to leave you with a December affirmation. There is always light If only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. That's by Amanda Gorman. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Get your routines, get your schedules. That's your homework, and I will see you with the next information.